As a photographer, I have a collection of cameras. Some of them are film, some of them are digital, and clearly, okay, maybe not so clear, but I'm obviously using some of those professional cameras to create content either for my channel or for others. But that's not the only camera that I use. And the camera that I use far more often than people realize is the itty bitty one that fits in my purse when I go on vacation or to visit friends. It's this little point and shoot. Let me tell you about the Canon G7 Mark II. So let's start with gear first, because I feel as a photographer I need to make this point known. Having great gear does not guarantee great content, a great photo, a great anything. It just means that you have a piece of equipment that's got a lot of extra buttons and things. Do I believe that the type of glass makes a difference on the final product? Yes, I do, but that's not this conversation. This is, if I buy this fancy camera, I'm going to create this amazing video, this amazing content. That's not going to happen. I know that for a fact. I will tell you now that some of the videos that people look at, both on YouTube, Instagram, wherever, some of them are still being made, are produced with my Samsung S8 Plus phone. Yeah. So don't downplay the equipment you currently have. The best camera, the best gear you can use is what you have access to in that moment. If that's your phone, use your phone. If it's a quick point and shoot camera, then it's a quick point and shoot camera. But as a photographer, I am not carrying my mirrorless. I am not carrying my DSLR. I'm not carrying that on vacation. I literally want to take out my camera, take a picture, and call it a day. And although I enjoy my phone as a camera, I also wanted something that I know I could take with me and do other things with. So with all that said, let's jump into this guy right here. All right, so, oh my God, again, I can't tell you how many years ago I purchased this because it's been some time, but I picked the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II because it did a couple of things. One, it could record images in RAW. Now, when I'm on vacation, I don't want to shoot anything in RAW. That's not my focus. I only thought about it because if I wanted to do something that I could come back later and edit, I wanted to have that option. That was the main thing. So that was one. But number two, because I would be out and about, I wanted to be able to connect with this camera through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and be able to download my images and videos and share them immediately with family and friends who are with me, because I don't really like to do the social thing when I'm on vacation. I disconnect for a reason. It's vacation. So the Canon PowerShot G7X had all these great features that I looked for, right? It could shoot in RAW. It could connect to my phone so I could download my images and videos really quick and share them. And then it's petite, like it's really, really small. Like it's not big at all. So I love it. It also had that screen that allowed me to see myself as I'm recording something. So who doesn't love that? Now, some of the other features of this is what you get in a lot of regular, and I hate to say regular, everyday point and shoot, but you have the different scenes, but you can also shoot in manual with this one. So if I really wanted to get into crafting the scene and the look I wanted, I could. Do I do it very often? I do not. But this camera happens to be the one that I use most often when I want to create a quick vertical video for either Instagram or YouTube or wherever else I'm sharing something. If I want to do behind the scenes on a photo session, I will have one other camera recording long what's that fancy word? Landscape. Okay, so like I was saying, I have one camera to go landscape and one camera, the G7, to go portrait. I don't know why I couldn't get my verticals and horizontals together, but I digress. When I was looking for a smaller camera to take on vacations and quick trips, the PowerShot stood out to me because it offered the same features that I typically see on my own camera. I know I can shoot in manual, I know I can shoot aperture priority, shutter speed priority. It's got some of those creative modes. Obviously there's auto. And as I mentioned, I could also shoot in RAW, but it does have a built-in ND filter. So if I need to reduce the amount of light, I can do that. You know, there's self-timers, there's different, color tones for your pictures. Like all of that is in here. But more importantly, it's just tiny and it's easy to use. So let me talk about how we actually use this on a consistent basis when it comes to me creating content. So you've noticed I have this on a little stand. I got this little stand from Newer. I think it was like maybe $20, maybe $15 with Amazon, right? Because if I'm out at a restaurant and I want to record something while I'm enjoying the food, then I have a stand. If I want to do a quick vlog post or what have you, then I want to be able to adjust the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it this way, and I'm gonna lock it up just so I can do that. I want to be able to see myself, do what I gotta do, and record really quickly. But what I love, and I use it quite often, is being able to, again, connect through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and just send these images, these videos to myself and call it a day. And I didn't even talk about the battery life, but it lasts a really long time. I will say that. Hey girl, hey. So your main question is, why does all this matter? Let me tell you why it matters. I get that there are a lot of creators out there sharing some really amazing equipment, and you get a little inspired, and the first thing you think is, hey, let me go buy this real fancy camera to create something. I am telling you, it's not necessary. I started my photography business with a Canon Rebel T2I, which I just gave to my brother literally weeks ago. It still takes pictures, it still creates great content. So don't get caught up in thinking that if I have a fancier something, piece of equipment, that I'm going to now do these amazing things. That does not come with. That only comes with practice. Practice and more practice. That is it. So if you're getting started and you're saying to yourself, okay, well, what could I use? Go look for a point and shoot. Spend like, I don't know, $100, $50. Use your phone if you already have that. Use what you have to create the content that you want to create. And if the path takes you to a place where you can now invest in something snazzier, then by all means, go invest in something snazzier. But don't do it out of the gate thinking that that is going to make something super special just because you turned it on. That is not going to be the case. All right, that is my G Tech Talk. All right, so if you enjoyed this video about the Canon PowerShot, and again, this is like a quick little overview, you might want to check out the camera I use for creating most of my content. This is my full-time content creation camera, and that is the Canon EOS RP, which I have found have been great for what I have to do, and it makes it easy versus carrying some of the other bigger, bulkier things I could carry. Check it out, it's right here.